Welcome back to Design Bundles YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Crystal. Today we are going to check out a hat press. Is it something that is right for your business or for your crafts? Today we're going to find out. Now, the press that we're using in particular is an auto open and it's digital, but you can definitely find cheaper ones on the market that don't have all the bells and whistles. Now this one right here is definitely more affordable whenever it comes to the more pro ones that have the auto open and digital. So definitely make sure you guys check this one out. I'll have it linked down below. What's awesome about a hat press is you can use this for sublimation. You can use this to apply HTV, which I'm going to show you today. You can use this for your embroidery to maybe really press down those stitches and get that nice gloss, whether you're going to use a thick foam. Lots of different things that you can do with a hat press, as well as doing some small things here. You could do tags or labels. I could get the labels on the back of my neck. I could get the back of the t-shirt here and do all of my labels with this. So you can definitely do a lot more with a hat press than just using it with hats. You can do beanies, you can do all sorts of different things. Even if I was doing like a little, chest logo, a small little thing here, I can do it right here on the hat press. So lots of different things that you can do with this guy. So let's go ahead and see, how do you use it with your hats? How do you load your hat and all of those things? So for example, I'm using these super cute. This is from CC Beanie. Lots of different ones on the market. This is a brand that I love to personally use with my small business. And what's really cool is I can leave the tags on and everything. I can leave on here where I have my barcode to scan it, to sell it. I can leave all of that stuff on. So the very first thing you want to do is heat up your press, right? So you're going to turn it on and you're going to set your temp, time, and all of that stuff. What's really cool about this particular model is I have several different settings. I can have one just for my sublimation where it stays at 400 degrees for 60 seconds. I could have one that stays at the temp for my HTV, one that's for glitter, and all of those things. So super cool about that. And you're simply going to turn it on with your button here on the side, and then you're going to change all of your settings here. You're going to hit set, and then you would go through and change your temp and time, all of that here. Something that I like to do, just like I normally do with my heat presses, as it's heating up, I'll start to heat up my lower platen there. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this down really quick. Normally I'd have it in front of me, but because I'm showing you guys, I'm at an awkward angle here. Here is where you would adjust your pressure and things. As you guys can see here, it pops right open on its own. Super cool, right? But I like to go ahead and heat up my lower platen. That way, whenever I load my hat on, it's gonna heat from bottom and top. So I like to do that first. I decided it would be a lot easier if I rotated this so you guys could actually see, because if not, my bill was gonna be blocking. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull this open. Once again, make sure there's no cardboard. We're gonna pop it on like this, making sure this is up. We're gonna pop it on. And I'm just gonna make sure that this is out of our way. That way we have a nice even pressure and I don't have something underneath here causing a bulge, if you will. So I'm gonna go ahead and just line this up here. There's actually a groove here for that. So we're just going to line up our bill. I'm making sure everything is nice and straight. Once I'm happy with it, I'll take this and we'll pop it down. We'll start to pull that. So you guys can hopefully see here how everything is now smooth and straight. Once you're happy with this, you think this is on here as straight as possible. Normally you would be looking at it on this view here. You're gonna go ahead and double check. Make sure your bill's out of your way and all of that stuff to make sure we're gonna be able to press this. Just kind of check that there. All right, so now everything looks good. You wanna get yourself a little bit of a pre-press because we are doing cotton. And then now we're ready to lay this down. Now the thing about this is it's a little bit tricky because it is rounded. It may want to pop up. So what you can do is you can take yourself some heat tape to help hold this down. So I'm going to go ahead and get a couple pieces of tape here. We can fold this in half, and I'm going to use this as my center line mark. And I'm going to just line that up just like so. Get tape down on one side and the next. And now we're ready to press. So you're just going to go ahead and pull down. Just like so, it's gonna press it. I'm doing like 312 for 10 seconds, 10 to 12 seconds. The same heat settings you would do on a heat press. So it's fixing to pop it open just like that. And now we're ready to peel and peel. The next thing I like to do is press it one more time just for a few seconds. I'm going to get a piece of parchment paper here once I remove that, just to get a really nice brush. Make sure that your pressure is up on this and everything else. Looks good. If we need to open it early, we're going to click this button here, and now we are good to go. My parchment's going to fall down. To let go of our hat, we're simply going to bring it down like so and remove it. And just like that, you guys can see that we have pressed a hat. So is this something that's going to make your life easier? Yes, totally. There is super cheap ones for around 100 and something. This one right here, I think is $4.50 for an auto open digital. You guys can't beat it. But you could definitely get them for around 100 and something, 200 bucks. But it is a nice, if you have room, you have a small business, or even with your craft room, you can fit this in there. I do recommend it. It's going to make your guys' life a breeze whenever it comes to pressing these hats. So you guys could have just a little small business with hats. Cut this out with your Cricut, with your silhouette. You could use your Cricut Joy for this. You could use your silhouette portrait for this. Small machines, you could take this to trade shows and just pop out hats, personalizing them, but this would be great for your boutique on those super cute CC beanies, and then that price goes up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.